friends to your museum. Please show them the wonders of your world.
Great! I'm on my way.
Spigot, what are you doing?
I have found a new purpose for existence.
I thought that you had accepted the fact that you were designed to be a coffee maker.
Of course, that's what I was created to do, but I have discovered a newfound joy in caring for these insects.
I beg your pardon?
These little ants, they have taken up residence in my base. At first I was annoyed, but now I'm enjoying their presence.
Spigot?
Yes, Calc?
You have totally lost all sense of reality.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Come through.
Hi, Spigot. Hi, Cat. Hi, Singh.
Welcome, children. Welcome to my world. The world of Jonathan Singh.
Dr. Singh, we need your help. We've got to choose a science project for our class.
That should be fun. Follow me. That sounds like fun. Are we talking plant, animal, or mineral?
Something with animals in for me.
Me too. I think I would like something to do with plants.
Well, let's see what Professor Proof has to say about this.
Ah, Skittle, there you are. What a beautiful day. The birds are singing, and I have decided to give the laboratory a little cleaning. I guess it has been a while. But it's never too late to turn over a new leaf.
New leaf.
Oh, my perky little assistant, what's wrong? You seem a little sad. And why do you have a dead plant?
Professor, today is a day of mourning for Robert.
Robert? Who is that?
It's not a who, but it was something special. This plant. My friend, Robert.
Now, Skiddo, would it make you feel better to talk about it? I mean, to talk about Robert?
It's just that he was always there for me. I mean, he sat in the corner, never made a mess, never talked back, and he loved to hear me sing. Oh, I could sing, and he was just there in his potting soil, listening. And now he's dead.
Oh, Skiddo, maybe I can help. Skiddo, I don't want to upset you, but did you take proper care of Robert?
Oh, what do you mean, Professor?
Well, plants need to be taken care of just like you and me. They need food, water, and light to grow.
Food, water, light?
That's right.
Here we go, Mr. Graphic!
Look around. Plants grow almost everywhere. They are all different shapes and sizes, from the trees outside to the plants you may eat for lunch.
Yummo.
But no matter what they are or what they look like, they still need three things to live. Food, water, and light. Plants use sunlight to make food through a process called photosynthesis. Plants have special green stuff in their leaves called chlorophyll that traps the sun's energy. This energy from the sun combines with water that the roots absorb and carbon dioxide that the leaves absorb to make a kind of sugar that feeds the plant. Watch what happens to a leaf when it doesn't get sunlight. It turns yellow and will eventually die.
Robert.
Besides food and light, a plant also needs water to keep healthy. Water gets into a plant from the ground through the roots. If you put celery into a jar of water and add blue ink, watch what will happen. The leaves will be full of blue, inky water. Plants suck up water by their roots, and the water is carried through their stems and into their leaves. Cut a slice of the stem, and you can see the tubes that carry the water. If you turn over a back of a leaf, what do you notice?
I don't see anything.
Well, look a little closer. There are lines on the leaves. We call these veins. Water moves along them to all parts of a leaf, and the veins also take food from the leaf to the rest of the plant.
Well, Professor, I still feel bad about Robert, but now I will remember the 4 important things that help keep plants healthy and help them grow.
4 things? I think you mean 3. Food, water, and light.
Don't forget singing! Oh, sole mio!
Okay, little fellas, line up for sugar.
Spigot, what on earth are you doing?
I am leading my ants to food. And let me tell you, they are really enjoying the sugar crystals.
Oh, this is just incredible, Spigot. Why don't you cook them a pot of vegetables while you're at it?
Hi, that's not a bad idea. I could mix the vegetables in my pot and heat them up and...
That was really interesting, Dr. Singh. But I'd like to do something artistic, you know, make my science project look pretty.
That's silly, Anna.
It's not.
A pretty science project.
Why not? Although I don't know what you can do with vegetables that's artistic.
You may be surprised. Now, I think I had something. Where did I see it? Oh, yes. Over here.
That's a wonderful idea, Dr. Singh. I can see my project now.
Good.
Hey, what about us? We need a project too.
Oh, let's see. You like animals, don't you?
Me too.
All right, then. Well, what are your favourite kinds of animal?
I like big, wild, hairy animals with huge teeth.
Well, that's not too difficult, is it? Just look in the mirror.
Anna, please be kind. After all, Peter didn't interrupt on your time. Oh, well, not very much anyway.
Thank you, Dr. Singh. Anyway, I was wondering if we could find some big, hairy animals now.
What about me? I would like something soft and little, like a kitty cat.
Let's see what we can find.
Get hold of yourself. What in the world are you doing, man?
Hey, I recognize the king of the jungle. When I see him, that's a lion.
Good, you guessed correctly.
Hey, what was that?
What?
That big cat with spots.
Cheetah.
Are you calling me a cheetah?
No, I'm not calling you a cheater. I said cheetah, the fastest mammal in the world.
Nice kitty cats.
Calc,
Yes, Spigot.
I've got a problem.
Oh, now what?
There's a swarm of big brown ants attacking my little red ants. What should I do?
Nothing. Do nothing at all. If you are lucky, the big brown ants will eat the little red ants, and I won't have to listen to this foolishness anymore.
Calc! How can you suggest a thing like that?
Easy.
Well, now, you all have ideas for your school project. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Could we please visit Professor Louis and some of all the wonderful places he takes us to?
How about you, Peter and Anna? Would you like to peek in on Professor Louis's travels?
Sure.
All right, then. All right, Ashley. Give the propeller a spin.
Hello, Dr. Singh and children. You'll never guess where I'm going today. Well, maybe you can guess. Here we go. This city, or maybe I should say town, began with only 400 settlers. But today it has over 500,000 residents. Many of the people that live here are descendants of slaves. When Britain outlawed slave trading in the 1800s, this town was established as a port for ships that search for illegal slave ships. This city sits on the west coast of Africa, and its shallow, warm water make it a prime place for a thriving fishing industry. Canoes, nets and trawlers are used to bring in thousands of fish each year. This region has over 25,000 square kilometers of beaches. Have you figured it out yet? The town we are visiting is Freetown, Sierra Leone. Bye-bye!
Stop it! Stop it! You're killing them!
Give it a rest, Spigot. Let them die and be done with them.
No! I refuse to! I am their protector! It is my job!
What's going on here, Calc? Spigot?
My flock is under attack! You've got to help me, Dr. Singh!
Flock? Under attack?
Spigot has lost his mind, what little he had to begin with. He has set himself up as shepherd to an ant colony.
I see, so Spigot is trying to be a good shepherd.
Dr. Singh, they are only ants.
A good shepherd is a good shepherd, whatever the flock might be.
What are you talking about, Dr. Singh?
Remember Jared from Winds of Adventure? He was a shepherd, only he had to decide what kind of shepherd he was going to be.
And what did he decide?
Let's take a look. I, too, was a shepherd the day I found this book.
You, a shepherd? How?
Well, I was responsible for the safety of my younger sister. And when she was kidnapped, well...
In our story so far, Isabel was captured by the pirates, but then rescued by Jared and Professor Louis in the Peacewind. The Peacewind's force field was struck by lightning, which catapulted them into another world. Our heroes made friends with the Tamaling prince, Rohanor, while the pirates discovered that Halgor the Horrible had rock robots with solid gold control domes. Isabel and Prince Rohanor were captured by the pirates and then handed over to Halgor the Horrible, who quickly sentenced Rohanor to death. Halgor betrayed the pirates, stole the Darkwind, and threw them into the dungeon. Prince Rohanor was set free in a daring rescue. The rock robot commanders pledged their support to Rohanor, and the Peacewind escaped through the vortex, leaving buffered behind in the hands of the wicked Halgor the Horrible.
Look, Reldred, they have come back.
The Peace Wind landed safely at the temple ruins where Prince Rohanor and his faithful followers lived in exile. It had been months since the Peace Wind had left, and now they all had a happy reunion.
Jared, you've returned just in time.
Rohanor, we've come to rescue Bufford and take him back.
Rescue Bufford? Oh, the young pirate. Yes, my spies mentioned that he'd been thrown into the dungeon.
Well, dungeon or not, I must be a good shepherd and rescue the goat.
A good shepherd?
A shepherd is someone who cares for sheep. Occasionally, one will wander away from the flock and get lost. A good shepherd will leave the flock and go in search of the one lost sheep. He will even risk his life to save it.
It seems to me that a shepherd must have much in common with a prince. It is exactly this reason that I'm glad you've returned. Halgor the Horrible is assembling a new and larger army of rock robots. He knows where we are and will soon attack. Our only hope of defeating him is to steal his control crown.
Or to rescue my father and have him make another control crown.
Then it looks like we have our work cut out for us. What's the plan?
I've decided to sneak into the castle and steal Halgor's control crown.
I keep telling him we cannot risk his being captured.
But I'm the Prince of Tamar. I know the royal chambers. I will not allow one of my subjects to go to his death.
Then we'll go together. Louis, prepare the Peace Wind for departure. If we leave at once, we should arrive at the castle in the middle of the night. Prince Rohanor, you will go for the crown, and I will find Dr. Kaldu, and with God's help, I will rescue Bufford as well.
Jared and his rescue team loaded up in the Peace Wind and travelled under the stealth of night. They circled behind the castle of Tomar and landed before daylight. Then Jared quickly entered the castle.
Kaldu! 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 Dr. Kaldu! Where are you?
Hello? Who is it?
Dr. Kaldu, quick! Come with me! We're getting out of here!
I thought I would die in this dark hole.
Come on, we must hurry. The alarm has been sounded and our lives will be forfeited any moment.
Pays to know your way around. Now, down the vine and across the court and back to the Peace Wind.
I'm lost. I've no idea which way to go.
Oh, that is easy. I designed this part of the castle many years ago. The passage to the right leads to the northern wall. The one to the left to where Halgor is keeping the pirates.
The pirates?
Why, yes. He keeps them in a special cell block so that they can't escape and cause him any trouble.
Listen, Doctor. Take the passageway to the north wall. The Peace Wind is docked on the other side of that wall. I'll meet you there.
Where are you going?
I've got to go and find a lost sheep.
Lost sheep?
That's right, Doctor. A good shepherd gives his life for the sheep. Now get going.
We're in here!
Bufford! Bufford! Where are you?
Here! In here! We're in here! Here we are, in here! We're in here! Come on! Here! This one here!
We're right down here.
Come here, we are in here.
Come on. You want help?
In here. We're in here.
We're down
Come on.
here.
Come and get it. We're in here.
Jared?
Get us out.
You came for me? What can I say? I'm soft-hearted. Now let's get out of here.
Roanoke, did you get it? Not quite. They almost got me. The entire guard's been alerted. Where is Jared?
Let me up.
Doctor, where is Jared?
He said something about getting a lost sheep.
Run!
Look, here they come.
Louis, lift off! I'll catch the rope ladder!
Rohanor had failed to retrieve Halgor's master rock robot control dome, but at least it had been damaged and Bufford was rescued. Unfortunately, Jared was captured by Halgor's guards.
You take him to the dungeon. I will report to His Majesty that we have taken a prisoner.
Thanks for rescuing me, everybody.
I think that you'll have to wait and thank Jared. He is the one that did the rescuing.
Thanks for everything, Jared.
I wish to express my thanks also. It fills my heart with joy to see you alive, Prince Rohanor.
I must admit I'm rather glad about being alive too. But I was unable to retrieve Halgor's control crown. Things are not going well.
You can say that again. Jared has been captured, and I fear what Halgor will do to him.
God will help us, and I have a cunning plan. The dungeons are not a nice place to be.
We will have to mount some kind of rescue attempt. But after this daring escapade, I'm afraid there will be guards everywhere. If only I'd gotten the control crown, we could mount an army of our own rock robots.
I don't have a laboratory, but there might be a way of altering a regular control dome into a master control dome. That is, if we can find one.
No problem. We have many control domes you can choose from.
Then that settles it. We must return to our base so Kaldu can begin to make the master control dome. Then we can determine a way to end Halgor's rule and rescue Jared.
Well, what's wrong with it?
Well, Your Majesty, it was damaged in the fight, and,
And what?
well, none of our scientists know how to repair it.
What? I demand that it be repaired immediately.
But, Your Majesty, they do not have the skill. It was a one-of-a-kind creation by Dr. Kaldu. Plus, the plans were destroyed so that another one could never be made.
What fool would give such an order?
You did, Your Majesty.
Well, it seemed like a good idea at the time. We must find a way to attack and destroy Prince Rohanor before he grows too strong. Bring the prisoner to me. So, this is the boy that has caused me so much trouble.
I just might get rid of you myself right here and now. But I am a generous king. I will give you a chance to earn your freedom. But it will cost you.
I doubt that I can afford your price.
Don't be so sure. I will be willing to accept as payment in full information concerning how Prince Ronor is managing to hide his entire army in the old ruins. When we search the ruins, we find nothing. But he and his men are spotted there continuously. So, where is he hiding? What is the source of his strength? How many Tomalings follow him?
How can I betray those I love? I will tell you nothing.
We will see about that. Aldorf, have him taken to the torture chamber.
Wow. Oh, Jared certainly was a good shepherd.
That's right, Ashley.
Oh, I'll be a good shepherd, Dr. Singh.
Bye. See you soon. Bye.
Bye, Dr. Singh.
Spigot! Have you blown a gasket? What are you doing? I have not blown a gasket. I am being a good shepherd.
Spigot! What are you doing?
My little red ants were being eaten by big brown ants.
What does that have to do with you spraying steam everywhere?
I just had to stop those brown ants, so I vented some steam and aimed it at the exact spot where the brown ants were coming in.
Really, Spigot? Is there no end to this insanity?
Now, Calc, don't be so hard on Spigot. Everyone must choose the life they live and then decide how to live it. God calls each of us to live for him. It's hard living for God, so God has given us the Good Shepherd, his son, Jesus.